Yeah, that's right. Slapping is back. When I saw a new Stone Faces episode go up on YouTube, I damn near ripped my fucking shirt off and started twirling it over my head like your drunk uncle at your birthday party. For the last 6 months, I've had an itch. An itch that could only be scratched with a slapping tournament. There's just something about watching two grown, meaty meatball monsters duke it out with open palms and cheeks that just can't be matched by any other sport. It's like the modern day equivalent to the old Roman Colosseum, except a lot fucking cooler with slapping. Now there's a new home for slapping. It's called Stone Faces. That's the name of the YouTube channel, which was also just the name of the series on the original Russian channel. And I think this is mainly going to be for American slapping tournaments, at least from my understanding. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get right into this. The first slap absolutely did not earn those 2 thumbs up right there. That was like a fucking Rotten Tomatoes score on a shit movie. It was completely unearned and makes no sense. I think he was just being nice with the 2 thumbs up because that first slap was some garbage. It was way off target, damn near slapping his nipples off under his chin. It was a glancing blow. Everything that could go wrong with that slap went wrong. And I don't necessarily blame him, because with the pandemic, the training and coaching for slapping has probably been very lackluster and very sparse. So they're not trained as much, and plus this is the American side of things, so the athletes just aren't as experienced when it comes to slapping tournaments in the first place. So I feel like it's just a matter of getting warmed up and acclimated to the slapping Thunderdome again. Now that was a much better slap. That was textbook. The little spacing in between the phalanges here in order to get optimal surface area coverage so that way you can distribute the force more evenly across his entire cranium. He couldn't have drawn a better slap. The only thing here is that he just didn't follow through enough. When he slapped, he kind of slid it off his face instead of just pushing through. It's like a golf swing when it comes to slapping. You have to get the follow through. It is integral to a good slap. But everything else, wonderful. A thunderous slap, very powerful, but again, it's low. He's like slapping the fucking Adam's apple off of this guy. He's going under the chin, but it is effective. He gets a bit of a knockout there. Or knockdown, excuse me, not a knockout. He didn't like fucking send him to the Shadow Realm or anything, but it's a good slap. He knocks him off his feet, and you have to at least appreciate the power. If he could just get his accuracy better, he would be a significantly stronger athlete here in the slapping crucible, but hey, he's still out here. He's learning. He's got the training wheels on right now, but really, good work.
Bro,
Higher.
you need here. Okay, not only here. Okay.
Don't touch the neck. You gotta go straight here.
The judges eventually had to step in here and remind him, look man, you gotta aim a little bit higher, because every slap from this guy kept going lower and lower. Pretty soon he'd be slapping his nutsack like he's playing with a Newton's cradle. So he just needs to aim a little bit higher, and the judges remind him that. But back-to-back great slaps from the competitors here. I especially like the guy on the right slap. It's just so firm and it's so great, but the bald guy's taking some real punishment here. Fucking Agent 47 is having absolutely no problems just shaking off these slaps, even though, from my perspective as the preeminent expert on slapping, they look really powerful. So hats off to that guy for his fucking cheeks of steel.
Точно?
Come here.
So he got the character to continue, but Kirill, that's on you.
Давай, check, please.
They called in the on-site medical staff to check if his jaw was broken because they had a sneaking suspicion it might have been, but he gets the okay to continue fighting, and by the end of the fight, I'm surprised it wasn't hanging on by like a single fucking tendon. Slapped the fucking smile right off of his face. I mean, he was shaking off all the shots before, smiling about him afterwards. There was no smiles there. Just fear and agony. Even before the shot was coming, he had this little smug grin on his face, which was washed away instantly when that slap made contact. That's about as solid as it gets. So he scores a nice knockdown, so it's 1-1 on knockdowns right now. The medic eventually comes out with a bag of frozen peas to put on his bruised up fucking face after that. So it ends up being a draw, obviously. 2 knockdowns to 2 knockdowns, they call it a draw. A really great first slap match back. I was very impressed. These are 2 competitors we've never seen before, but I think there's a lot of potential for them to grow, especially with just this natural, raw talent within them right here. So, pretty good first match, and I know what everyone's thinking. Where's Vasily Kamotsky? You can't have stone faces without Vasily Kamotsky. Well, at the moment, I believe Vasily Kamotsky is committing hard to bare fist fighting. And that is quite the commitment, so I'll show you one of his most recent fights. This is from Punch Club. So for those unfamiliar, this behemoth on the right, this Goliath Titan, is Vasily Kamotsky, the god of slapping, the progenitor of slaps, really. And he right now is in this Punch Club, which is bare fisting. I keep fucking saying that. Bare fist fighting. And his opponent is someone you might also recognize. This was one of his opponents in the slapping tournament as well. One of his earlier matches. That was a grudge match. And now they're duking it out here.
Первый раунд. Погнали!
Vasily Kamotsky won by knockout, but I really liked that his opponent kept going for like this spinning backhand, like he kept trying to use Smash Ultimate Rob's side B move on Vasily, which is an illegal move in this sport, it seems. I think it shouldn't be. I mean, if you want to just fucking helicopter blade your fists, I say just fucking go for it. Vasily can take it, as he just showed. And yeah, so this is what Vasily's been doing at the moment that I know of. And he seems very good at this too, obviously. I mean, this man is an absolute fucking machine when it comes to ass beating. A well-oiled machine of ass beating. So I think this is why he's absent from the most recent Stone Faces tournament, but they don't call him the God Fister for nothing. He's still doing great work, even in something that's not slapping, but hopefully we will see him get back into the slapping circuit. Anyway, let's go to the second match.
Nice and clean. 2, 1.
Can we see the replay?
So the man in the red shirt has already got 2 personal fouls. That's a penalty right there. That's a fucking 5-yard penalty. He keeps turning his head before the slap gets there, so the slap never makes full impact. And that really speaks volumes to his opponent, because even though he is taking away a lot of the force by moving his head with it before it comes, he's still getting his shit fucking rocked. You can see him still in a lot of pain, even though the slaps have lost like 90% of their power from that technique, which is why it's an illegal technique. You can't flinch, you can't like turn your head before it comes for obvious reasons. And they tell him that, so he fixes it in the next round, but I just wanted to make you all aware, you can't do that shit. You can't turn your head from the slapping tournament, you have to just let it ride.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wow.
He's done. No, he can't stand.
No, that's it. What do you say, Kirill?
And that's all she wrote. Fucking slapped the concussion into him, ruled the KO victory. The slaps from the guy on the left were really impressive considering the fouls, and he was still able to do some real big work there. And I like that the guy on the right had all of that writing on his left hand. It looked like something out of the fucking Death Note. I was hoping he was going to slap with that hand, because that would have been really cool. Like, he just fucking slaps him and gives him a heart attack or some shit, like right out of Death Note. But anyway, it wasn't the best match, because I think the guy on the right was new to the circuit. But the guy on the left really did step up and deliver some incredible work. But anyway, that's the end of the most recent Stone Faces match. The first of like the last 7 or 8 months, however fucking long it's been. It's been too long. Hopefully we'll see more Stone Faces, and yeah, that's about it. See ya.